remarkable, the mobility of these two teams. When they attack, they throw everything up in attack. They leave themselves a bit loose at the back, but they certainly come back again as soon as the opposition gets possession. Very quick to recover, both of them. That's a beautiful ball from O'Grady to Giles. Oh, look at Madeley being chased by ball. Got a painful knock then. Put him temporarily out of the match. He's all right though. That's Greeny to O'Grady. Giles. Cooper. Look at this for a fullback. That meteor you saw flying through the air was none other than Billy Bremner. Cooper. Ready to Bremner. Particularly sticky now on the ground just outside the penalty area. Pretty hard to get the ball to travel. Ball to Wilson. Bailey in now to Giles. I don't think I've seen a match this season where the crowd's been moved to so many bursts of applause for both teams. Oh, Royal left all on his own. This is a bad mistake by Leeds. He's got to do it all on his own. Now Husband. Oh, what a bad mistake that was by Leeds to be caught really with the trousers down. Now Cooper. To Giles. Reaney moving up to the attack. Here's Reaney. It's the crowd was roaring the hunt that the ball was behind him. Both these teams now beginning to tire. One doesn't wonder at that. No matter how fit they are, and they both are superbly fit. It's been a tremendous test of stamina. Mr. Bremner, here's Charlton. Madeley, and free! Oh, so much like that! Gray, the man who scored. That goal might have ended with Gray's magnificent shot, but it started with this tremendous determination of Charlton. This is Giles to Bremner. Now watch Charlton as he comes through with tremendous power. He almost loses the ball twice, but it breaks well for him. That's the first time. And Charlton still ploughing through this mud, and the second time it breaks well for him. And notice how quickly Madeley gets up. And it's Madeley going up. With Brown, but Madeley getting his head to it, and on the left is Gray moving in. He wastes no time. Just watch this goal. A tremendous left-footed shot. Not a goalkeeper in the world could have saved it. Minutes of the second half, and Leeds are in the lead, 2 goals to 1, thanks to Eddie Gray, number 11. Charlton's determination and bravery deserved it. Well run of the ball that he got then. Well, even if these players are tired, it's really lighten them up, because Everton won't take that line down there. kick. To find Charlton going up, there's Royal going back with him. Maitland is there too. And it's to Brent. It's Ball and Husband. And back to the real nail-biting tension now. Severe test this is now. Everton's professionalism. Just a quarter of an hour left. They must be tired and they've got to pick themselves off the floor again. They've already done it once, and now when they're so tired, after 75 minutes of football, they're 2-1 down. So they've got to come back again. Brady back to Maitland. Some of the Everton players said before the match that their run of success had made every game like a cup final. Well, I wish every cup final was like this game. Cooper to Giles. Now Grady. Leeds wanting to keep possession of this ball. They don't want to take any risks against the side of Everton's calibre. Here comes Wilson. Kendall. Husband number 7, leaving him for Ball now. Harvey. Husband. A good move by Everton. He can play some splendid football. Why they moved him up into the attack. Sandy Brown, number 3 is Scott, who's from what a mistake! And it's Husband who nipped in. It's a goal kick. Nobody can say that these Everton players haven't given everything to try and retain this unbeaten record of theirs. Number 6, Harvey. Now Ball. Royal Ball. Thank goodness Leeds fans saying that Gary Sprake is a great goalkeeper. That's the potential of this Everton team. Great talent there. That's Giles. Left, and it's number 6 Hunter for Leeds. Leeds wanting to slow it down. Now it's Bremner. O'Grady. Giles. Good quick break that by Leeds. They seem to be dawdling, and then a quick through ball to Giles. Goal kick. And the game almost over now. The attendance 41,716, which is the biggest crowd Ellen Road has had this season in League Cup and the Players' Cup. And in fact, it's only 8,000 below the capacity of the ground. And still so tense that the League supporters now whistling for Mr. Finney just to have an 88-minute game or an 89-minute game. Well, one can hardly blame them. The tension at almost a breaking point. to Leeds, number 10, Giles. Leaving it for Bremner. Bremner for Leeds. Red ball to Giles. O'Grady. Corner to Leeds United. The 45 minutes are up. We're now playing the injury time. O'Grady. Harvey for Everton. Mr. Finney looking at his watch and the whistle has gone. Leeds United have done it. They have beaten Everton. This is the first time after a run of 16 games without defeat, 16 league games, the first time Everton have been defeated. And they said that this game could well decide the championship. And I'd be very surprised if these two splendid sides are not right up there come the end of this season. The crowd rising to the 22 players as they go off after a magnificent match. And there's the man who got the winning goal, Eddie Gray. So Everton's great run is over, but only temporary one feels because these two teams, without doubt, two of the greatest that we have in England. Harry Catterick, the Everton manager. Well, there were many highlights in this, what was to me anyway, a great First Division match, but I think one of the highlights was the equalising goal of Everton scored by Joe Royle. Now, this really was a fantastic goal, Harry. But you tell me this was all planned, was it?
Yes, this is something we've rehearsed an awful lot, and the key players in this, of course, are always Ball and Royle. This is a near post ball, which is floated by Ball, and with Royle coming from the far post to the near post. I think anyone that's a student of the game will have noticed the terrific number of goals that Jeff Hurst scores for West Ham at near post. And we're now getting this youngster of mine, Royle, to take more balls at the near post.
Well, that truly was a magnificent goal, wasn't it? One of the highlights of a truly great First Division match. And now today's headlines. Johnny Haynes, Fulham's new player manager, had a hand in 3 of the 4 goals by which his team beat Huddersfield and gained their first win since September 13th. Bill McGarry saw his old club, Ipswich Town, come from 2-0 down and draw with West Ham, and then heard his new club, Wolves, had thrashed Newcastle United 5-0. Jimmy Greaves got his 24th goal of the season, but wasn't on the winning side because Ron Davis got 2 for Southampton, who got their first league points ever against Spurs in the First Division. It was a day of firsts today. We've seen Everton have their first defeat after 17 league games, and a goal by Peter Houseman of Chelsea gave Arsenal their first home league defeat of the season. Rodney Marsh got his first goal of the season for Queen's Park Rangers, who beat Nottingham Forest, their first win since Tommy Docherty took over as manager. Burnley lost at Sunderland, their first defeat in 8 league games, and Manchester City, without a goal in their last 3 matches, came back onto the goal standard and got 5 against West Bromwich Albion, against whom they got 6 in the Charity Shield game before the season started. And a final first from Scotland, St Mirren lost at Aberdeen, their first league defeat of the season. And after today's results in the First Division, it's still the big northern trio of Liverpool, followed by Leeds, followed by Everton, and those 3 are way ahead of London's big trio. Well, that's it for this week, but may I remind you that we have top international football for you on Wednesday at 10 o'clock on BBC One, and then next Saturday we'll be back with Match of the Day at 10:15.